Hello, I am Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Denmark. So at the end of the previous episode, after we vassalized Shaka, I said that I may play a few turns off camera because we now have a large army movement ahead of us. We have 7 more turns, I think, yeah, seven more turns before the peace treaty with Russia expires, and that's basically the exact amount of time that we need to move our units to their starting positions for the next war with Russia and Spain, and also repair them or heal them up. All I did off camera, I gave the orders to our units where they're supposed to move, and I ended the turn. So we really didn't miss much, and we will try to record everything here because there still could happen quite a few things. So let's make sure we don't miss anything important. I didn't even check any of the pop-ups, so let's start with that. Golden Age points. And remember, we are trying to rush the next social policy as quickly as possible because the next social policy means ideology. And that will be a really big deal for us that should solve our happiness problems. Global monopoly on dice. What's the global monopoly? Gold forms resources. That's not the big deal. What we need as soon as possible is the monopoly on furs. So I've also given the orders to our workers to prioritize all the tiles with furs. And still some promotions, so let's go targeting. Targeting 3. And as for production, finish the zoo. I don't think that we have too many buildings left. If we want seaport, it's pretty much everywhere. Question is how many we can really afford to build because of the lack of coal. Although I wanted this to be our production city, I don't think I can afford to build a seaport or a factory here even. What are the other options? Culture do we have? We probably want the hermitage in the capital. What are we doing in the capital, by the way? Instability. Okay, then we want Opera House and then Hermitage. Means in Aarhus. What are we researching? Rifling, that will give us Arsenal. I don't think we have to rush Arsenal. At least not in Aarhus. There will be high priority in the cities that could end up in the front line. But I think here, we could just go for culture and speed up the next social policy. I think that's the best, or by far the best investment that we can make here. Or we could try to build units. That's another option. Problem is, we are severely limited by strategic resources. Yeah, I think I'll go for culture. Okay. There are still a few units that need their orders. Yeah. Probably all our frigates that bombarded Burundi on the previous turn. You'll stay here. Move. Our settler is heading this way. And just keep moving. Ah, come on. And the missionary with the Inquisitor will head for Ulundi. Okay, this is the second coal mine finished. I can get the mine here. I could get a fort on the desert tile. I already upgraded these ironclads. Move them in the ah, come on, that was a misclick. I wanted to move the ironclad. Let's move them into something like defensive line. Because we just need to hold the line here against Russia while we are attacking on the other side of the map. Try to take out as many Spanish cities as possible. 45, 45, 45. Okay, next. Mongolia just started the city down here, which is fine for us. Like, at some point, the city will be annoying because at some point we will have to fight Mongolia. That's probably gonna be when Indonesia declares war on us. But for now, I'm just happy that Spain won't get this location. Okay, let's get the fort. Fine. Here we can just swap these two so that we get the proper garrison fortify, but I will leave this tertiary down here as well, just in case. Okay, let's get these trades back if we still can. It's not the best trade. Actually, it's not too bad. How much do... Oh, he doesn't want that much for his salt. Okay. Fine, I'm definitely paying 2 gold per turn for... or on top of this trade. When I saw the value of our resources, I thought this probably is not the trade that we want to make, but we can get 2 resources back. Suddenly, it's much better. Where's Pokatel? Here. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to trade back. Trading the dice to Japan was definitely better. I think this is the best option. And production. What do we have? Garden. I think Opera House before Windmill. Now the Opera House is finished. I need like 2 cities with seaports so that I can buy more advanced ships. I think this will be one of those cities. Because this is a city that works quite a few sea tiles. And can build the seaport in a reasonable time. Production. Where do we start? We started with walls. Then we buy a workboat. Actually, no, we don't start with walls. We start with a runestone. And we also buy these 2 tiles. This worker can quickly fix this. What is it? It looks like an academy. Once the academy is fixed, we start working on the iron. Do we have everything around here? No more fish. But still, with the bonuses that we have to sea tiles, this city won't be horrible. Okay, so the admiral will stay in the city for now. This one is safe as well. You can fortify and just keep moving. Where is this stupid settler going? Can settle here, and that would slow down everything. Spain, why would you expand in this direction? Come on. I mean, I have so many ships around, I can take the city out quite easily, but still. Force some of my ships to stay behind. I guess we find out in a few turns. I'll head for those furs and the crossbowman. There was a misclick. Fine. I have some more ships and units heading north, because we will need a few units around this Russian citadel. And of course, for all these cities, don't really care about melee units. I will send 6 tercios with the army so that we can attack with them from the sea. That's all that we need. No, definitely not selling coal. Do you want defensive pact? Nope. Okay, go away then. Our biggest problem right now is the lack of gold. Because we are looking at upgrades worth maybe 30,000, and there is no way how we could get to that in a reasonable amount of time. How much money do Russia together with Spain have? Spain has a lot of money. But once they get to ship upgrades, they will be able to start upgrading quite a few, but hopefully they'll be able to stay ahead. Oh, free musketman. Still hope that someone finally settles this location. Someone other than Spain or Russia. But what are we gonna do with the musketman? Just send reinforcements this way. Peace treaty with Manila ended. How can peace treaty with Manila end? It's a city-state. But let's check city-states. Make sure we are not fighting any of them. There we go. Let's log the production. We will be growing for quite a while, so all the citizens that we get now can work the sea tiles. So, happiness is dropping, and now when the Golden Age ends, we could get into trouble. Start organizing everything into proper lines. Five, 45, 45. What is that Spanish settler? Well, this way. Pop monopoly on Ferris. That should help with the happiness a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's 10 as expected. We need first. Get a few followers. Next turn we use the Inquisitor to flip the city. I think I'll have to send the frigate to keep an eye on the settler or pioneer. Fortify, fortify. How many turns? 5. This will be close. Remember, we still have to heal up. 4 copies of fur, so I think we can sell one to Japan for 6. Especially when the next war with Russia starts, you don't have that many trading partners. And actually it's Shoshone who's causing problems in this game between Terrans. Indonesia actually, or the Terran for Indonesia was processed much faster than for the Shoshone. The result in this straight route, don't really care about that. Let's leave our explorer as close to Spanish territory as possible. Could even move one tile closer, but I think this will be close enough. When the war starts, I'll have to retreat as quickly as possible. Okay, Corvette needs a lot of healing. How much money do we have? Let's upgrade the healthier ships first. Oh, don't have enough anymore. Or is it? No, we still have 2 copies of coal. How does it look like here? Come on. More turns. We will have the coal before the war starts. see. I'll go south. And build. What do you build on the hill? Probably a mine. The city doesn't have that much production. Mine is probably a good idea. Okay, there we go. How many followers do we have? 11. Not the best, especially because we have only pressure from Protestantism. But it will have to do for a while. How long is this gonna take? 2 more turns. Whatever, I'll just send this guy, and we want to hook up that iron as quickly as possible. Someone else will later fix the lumber mill. And yeah, Golden Age ended and we are on 18 happiness with 55 unhappiness from poverty. Jeez, how am I supposed to fight that? We are working so many merchant specialists and I'm prioritizing buildings that are reducing poverty and still we are getting destroyed by that. Okay, constabulary. What are we looking on next? I'll have to prioritize grocers, but before that, I still want the circus. For the culture. How many ships do we have in this area? 2, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 22, 24, 5, 6. Supported by 4 admirals. Spain sent what? Around 30 ships? Because we destroyed quite a few and in the end they still had around 20 ships left. It'll be funny when the war begins. I'm focusing all my units on this side and then to protect my territory from Russia, and then Spain just sends everything through the middle and takes Rotterdam before I can react to that. Fortify. You can come closer. Probably send some scouts forward. Just thinking how I'm gonna solve the problem with the Spanish city right here. If they are allowed to get the city and then start fate buying units there, or ships there, they'll just crush like all my trade routes and basically everything. We don't have any defenses on this side. Ah. Can't you just stick to your side, Spain? If it was anyone else, I wouldn't really care that much, but because of the ability to fade by ships, those random newly started cities anywhere are so annoying. Because there can be an armada of ships around it in a few turns.
It is well.
Can't steal from Russia. Interesting. How the hell is it possible we can't steal from Russia? They have what? 46 stacks. And we have 46 stacks as well. So we have identical tags. That's what you are telling me. Which means I can steal from Spain, because Spain has military science. We know about that. How long is it gonna take to get another golden age? $6,200 out of 1,200. I mean 12,000. It's not too bad if we could somehow find a way how to increase our happiness. 6,000 points is not that much. What's the problem here? Poverty. What a surprise. After the circus... I just don't have a choice. I have to go for a grocer. Then a windmill and then probably arsenal. Opera house before that. What really sucks is that I have to delay public schools. I don't have a choice. And what about the worker? I mean worker citizen. 19, 18, still 19. Well, we really want to grow that fast. Maybe slowing down the growth is the better approach. Yeah, let's lock the bank. It's the same happiness-wise, just we won't be growing that quickly. I probably should manually lock tiles around Ulundi as well. What do you want to work? This looks fine. Some pretty good tiles around here. Let's buy a workboat. Means we definitely want to lock the fish. This looks wrong. I don't think we have to lock this tile. Lock all the sea tiles. That's probably fine. This one looks good. We have 3 specialists. Or up to 3 specialists. Well, let's work both the forge and the workshop. Actually, this might be better. Yeah, this looks good. We are done almost with the courthouse, so next let's catch up here with the basics. Monument, market, library, that's all 2 turns. Barracks, then an arena, castle, then probably windmill and opera house. Does it look like? 3 more turns. I don't want to go too far ahead, but I really want to see how many ships there are around these cities. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 so far. Let's try to scout this area. Yep. We can basically expect, like, what is it, 2, 4, 6 to 7 ships around every single city. So we are looking at what? 14, 21, 28, 35, 40. Probably like 40-ish, 50-ish ships that we'll have to get rid of with our, what is it, 25 ships? Something like that. And that's not counting what's going to be coming from Russia. And to handle that, we will have a few land units with 2, 4, 6, 8 ships, possibly some reinforcements from our cities if we have to buy some more units. This really is not, or are not the best odds. 45. The best can hope in this case is that the AI will just be disorganized and won't send one huge fleet, but like multiple smaller groups with, like, I don't know, 10 ships each, and we'll be able to handle them separately. I can't win against 40 ships. Oh, and before we end this turn, let's try to sell our furs. Russia has somehow furs. Probably won't be able to get more than 6 per turn. Let's take it. I think... Are we already trading furs with Japan? Yep. Mongolia. What about one of our vassals? That's still the same thing. Shaka, listen. Actually, we already have embassy. Never mind. Yeah, he's gonna hate us probably until the end of the game, but that's all he can do. He can't really ask for independence. Well, this looks good. France, how are you doing? This might be the best option. Should agree to... Actually, this will be close. He may agree to this, but I think it would have to be 23 for him to agree. No, I actually agreed. I was right around that limit where he's still willing to accept it. Okay. This is a good timing for a great engineer. We are about to get Eiffel Tower in 11 turns. I'm pretty sure we'll be competing for that with Russia. Really? Strategic monopoly on coal. What exactly is that one? Naval units gain +1 movement. That one is big. Let's move the crossbowman back. Okay, go. Catherine is plotting against me. What a surprise. Again, Shoshone delaying everything. What is he doing? I don't think that he is in position where he would be like real ahead, for example, military-wise. He's not that AI that should be that strong on this map. So why does it take so long to process his turns? Poor Napoleon. 27 tags. Really not doing that well. Fencka 35. Egypt not that bad. And now we just have to hope that we can get ahead of both Russia and Spain enough that we just crush them because of our unit superiority like tech-wise. Definitely can't be there on equal level. Just have too many units on the map. There's the Great Engineer. Oh, I probably back a bit more. It's still quite close though. If I get caught here, how many turns? More turns. Well, we probably know what we wanted to know. Let's just move back. Are we looking at the 10? But surprisingly, distress is a problem here. We might be able to do something about that. Checking, trying to find a way how to get a little bit of extra happiness. Merchant at the 38 isn't horrible. And again, we don't really have to grow that fast. It's even in our capital. Let's just stay here. Fortify. How much money do we have? 900. We should get enough for one more upgrade before Russia most likely declares again. Musicians Guild finished. Well, we have now 3 specialist slots. We are not working. Can we afford work them? Or should I wait for the next citizen and then log all 3? How close are we to the engineer? Not that close. Okay, fine. We'll just wait for the turns. Now, it's gonna be an opera house. And then probably a public school. And I know that we have quite a few cities that would benefit from seaports. We just don't have the coal to buy or build seaports everywhere where we need them. In this case, I have to prioritize the upgrades for our ships. Spaniard is getting on my nerves. Okay, fine. Stop this and get a frigate. Another frigate. And 2 ironclads. Fortify, fortify. Oh, that's Panama City. I saw a city that we could bully a bit, but it's a Russian ally, so never mind. We have what? We have one more turn. And we don't have to worry about Russia. Let's get into position with as many units as possible. Wait outside of their territory. I don't think that we'll be able to get religion in this city. There are just way too many followers of other religions. We'll just, I don't know, get probably like 6. And then slowly get pushed out. But I'll just check how many followers he can get. And even go back to Ulundi, try to get some more followers there. Still possible this pioneer is heading north again. That city that we destroyed during the previous war, and they tried to get it again. If that happens, there is a good chance we just kill him along the way before he has a chance to settle. That would be like the perfect solution for this problem. And Shoshone causing problems again. Come on. Are they fighting anyone? Can't even check that. The game is just completely frozen right now. Oh. At war with Mongolia, Indonesia... Oh, okay, that's the problem. They are just fighting on all sides. That's why it takes so long. Fine, so they skipped these islands. That was my worry that they would get a city there. You really care about the Fusilier? I guess we can just send him. And there's another pioneer heading this way. But Egypt saved the day. They finally settled this location, and now Russia and Spain should be screwed. That's probably where everything was heading. There is possible city here. And if Russia settles there, it's fine. It's important that we don't allow Spain to settle around our territory. So need production in Hedeby. Finish the castle, good. Now what is our problem? Poverty, distress. Just more food. I don't necessarily need more food. Got probably armory. Those are some pretty good yields. Then maybe customs house, circus, amphitheater. Then we'll see. Okay, but I think now it's time to make a cut. We will continue in the next episode. I think that's when the real fun begins. We can already see Russian ironclads. But Russia is not making... Actually, they're now making 250 gold per turn. Still not that much, though, so they shouldn't be able to upgrade too many ships. Ironclads against frigates, that's a pretty good matchup. So as long as we can remove those few ironclads from the map, we should be able to fight Russia, or at least defend against Russia pretty effectively. But well, we'll see about that in the next episode. As I said, this one is over. So I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.